he was the face of our program. As we transitioned from the different levels to starting in the Big South Conference, it was Coach Davis who spearheaded that. It was Coach Davis who was the leader of our group, and there was no question about that. And the other part to that, too, is he was a leader of men, and he made sure that we all understood how to be men, and he often referenced taking advantage of the opportunities and how fleeting it is, and he made sure every day that we didn't leave anything to chance, whether that be making sure we maximize our efforts in the classroom, making sure we maximize our efforts as being good people and good players. And so he was an outstanding leader of men, and somebody who to this day, I don't go a day without referencing something that he either said or the way he did something in anything that we do. And I think if you talk to most of the players he's had, they'll say the same thing.
The thing that comes to mind is our first year at Radford. We go 23-4. We have a team that has to be blended together. You know, at Radford at that time, Tommy Wathall, Dan Wilburn were there. Ed Blankenship was already holdovers from previous year. And then Skip Smith, Dan Grubbs, myself, we're all coming in from the junior college ranks and having a chance to play. And I think Coach Davis did a great job of blending us all together, because winning was the most important thing and playing together was most important. So those were the things that he took each and every one of us and got us to accept. You know, as our guys say today, we bought in pretty quickly to his way of doing things and understanding the value of team, and that if we do those things, we have a chance to be successful. And we won 23 games that first year, and we thought we were the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, well, it's long overdue, and very good for Radford University. I think the characteristics that make up Joe Davis, again, good person, integrity, ethical. Those are very similar characteristics and foundations that Radford University builds upon. So very, very fitting tribute.
They have that great promotional campaign now. You know, the reason is Radford, and that's true for so many of us. But for me, it goes beyond that. The reason is Joe Davis. He's the reason I came to Radford. I met him my senior year in high school when he'd come back from Ferrum after, you know, 2 20-win seasons. He still had the state pedigree, state championship pedigree there from winning at Glenver. And I was trying to be a sports writer my senior year in high school, and Joe kind of took me under his wing and was really very kind to me. And Joe Davis is the reason I came to Radford, and Radford is the reason I have everything I've got personally and professionally. So how much do I owe Joe Davis? It's immeasurable.
I just know that he wanted each and every player that he ever had to graduate and be successful in life. And he really cared about anyone that were the starters or the ones that did not start. He cared for each and every one of us. And he wanted us all to succeed. And that's the type of guy he was. So to choose any one single thing, I can't help you with that. He just wanted you to be a respectable citizen and be successful in life.
Oh, I have a funny story about this. He would say the same thing also. The one time we were playing in the game and I hurt my toe, and the trainer told me, say, hey, you know, you're probably not going back in the game, take your shoe off. And it was like a turf toe and it was just killing me. And I didn't think I was going back in there, so I took my shoe off, and the next thing I know, here comes Coach Davis walking down the line. He looks at me and he said, getting ready to put me in the game, and I have no shoe on, and I could just shrug my shoulders at him. And I would, to this day, when we see each other, we always think about that.
I'm always amazed because I don't think the players from the early years, and I'm hoping Coach Davis does, to see the connective tissue of why we're sitting in a beautiful athletic facility like this today, while we're talking about our Division I Highlanders. It goes back to 1978, and the year Coach Davis came in here and they won 23 games out of the blue. They'd just been letting guys into school for 4 years, so the basketball team sort of captured the imagination of the campus and the community, and that sort of planted the seeds that we'd have a building like this someday, and made all this happen. And again, when I think back of what Coach Davis has done for me in my life, and I wasn't even a player, and I've seen what he's done for them too, and what he's meant in their lives, there couldn't be a better guy for us to be honoring.